Today's video was made possible by PolarPro. They reached out to me and said, we would like to send you some filters for you to test out from our new QuartzLine series. This is an ND and a polarized filter. It's hard to convey over camera, but these things are made from high quality materials. The glass is 99% quartz, so that is scratch resistant. It's not fingerprint resistant, but that is why in their carrying case, they include a microfiber cloth so you can clean your lens up just like that. And it currently has one of the lowest refraction indexes in the market right now. Refraction is best explained when you have a glass of water and you put a straw in the glass of water. You know how the image is bent? And from my testing using these filters, I haven't seen any refraction at all. So that is a plus for me. Another pro for me is that these are polarized ND filters. So that means when this is on my camera, I can turn the brass edges and it will change the polarization on my image, which is really awesome because that leads me to the brass edges. It feels heavy and these things are durable. I've dropped them many times in the past couple of weeks using them. Since these are so high quality, I don't have to worry about dropping them on the ground and being like, oh my gosh, I just broke everything. So that's one thing that I really enjoy about it. But the reason why I bring up the brass edges is because I've used ND filters before and you screw them on your lens and they're made out of aluminum or aluminium, as some of you say. And the big thing is that it gets stuck on my lens and I can't get it off or something like that because over time the aluminum will wear down and tear. Since it's made out of brass, that will not wear down as easily. So these things are made to last and I love them. One thing I should mention is that sometimes you will need to use step down and step up rings when you are using filters. I just ordered a cheap one for about $2 off Amazon and it works great. This filter is 77 millimeters and my lens is 72. So all I did was get a 77 down to 72 millimeter ring and this easily screws on to the filter and then you can screw it onto your lens with no problems. So once you open up the box, you have a little pouch that they will come in, and this pouch has a little Velcro sleeve that you can literally throw around and open up to pull out your filters. And the cool thing is, like I said, they have a microfiber cloth, which is very awesome because I use this for my camera lens as well as my filters. Inside this, you will get a tiny little box like this, and in this box is your ND and polarized filter. As soon as you open it up, you'll see that it has padding on both sides, and then you can travel with your ND filter in here. So when I travel, I sometimes just like to throw this little box in my bag and then include a little microfiber cloth if I can. I decided to hit up my buddy Grant and go to our local waterfall and decided to test these filters out. And I was very, very impressed. And we only had 30 minutes of shooting, so I decided to bring the 16 ND polarized filter and the 1000 ND and polarized filter. In this first clip right here, I'm using the ND16 polarized filter on my GH5. I want you to pay attention to the water right here that is really bright and white. Typically when I'm filming, this is the shot that you would get. Now, if I change the polarization by rotating the brass edges of the filter, you'll see that the water starts to become more clear. As a videographer, I'm able to remove glare and remove reflections from windows, cars, paint, and water. There's so many more examples that you could do, but this is the #1 reason why I would recommend a polarized filter. So another thing that I really enjoy about ND filters is using them for photography. If you ever take pictures outside during the day, you'll notice that it is super bright, so you can never really get the shutter speed that you want if you aren't using an ND filter. Most of the time you'll have to crank your shutter speed up to 1/8,000th of a second, and since I have the ND 1000 polarized filter right here, you can literally look through it and you can't see anything. This allows you to do long exposures, and I will mainly be using this for photo. I took a couple pictures of the water during the day and you can see those right here. One thing you'll notice is the clarity. That's the best thing about these filters is that they don't remove any quality from your image. As PolarPro states, this low refractive index of the QuartzLine means light bends less when passing through our glass, resulting in stunning compositions. And this is why I want to talk about the price real quick. You'll notice that if you buy an ND filter, you could probably get it for under $100, under $50 if you're looking around, but I believe in quality, not quantity. Instead of having a pack of 8 for $100, I would rather buy something like this that is made to last, that will give me the quality that I need, strictly because I am a professional. And in a professional career, you need the top-notch, highest quality for your client, especially if you're doing commercial work. So that's why I will always be taking these with me on my photo shoots, on my video shoots, and more. Another thing that I really enjoy about these filters are how they look on your camera. When I was shooting outside, I noticed a little purple hue on the outside of the lens, which is pretty cool when I'm shooting. In conclusion, would I recommend you to purchase some of these filters? I would totally say yes, because if you're a professional and you are looking for the highest quality possible, these are definitely where you would start to look. With the QuartzLine series, you are getting quality. With one of the lowest refraction rates on the market, I don't see why you would even look anywhere else. So be sure to start saving up some money and pick these up when you can.